All right, folks, welcome to GAMcast Live, the biggest story of the day for September 16th, 2022. GAMcast, the Florida and Georgia lawyer that breaks down the events, the news of the day through the lens of the Constitution, the law, and history. Today's biggest story is not Martha's Vineyard and the immigration dispute. It is the continued anti-white racism of the Biden administration. Folks, though there's a woman named Calissa Wing. She is the Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer at the Department of Defense, okay? And she has since deleted the tweet, but she had this to say recently in a tweet that's been revealed. I'm so exhausted at these white folks in these PD sessions. This lady actually had the audacity to say that black people can be racist too. I had to stop the session and give Karen the business. We are not in the majority and we don't have the power. A thread, why I asked for assistance. Now, folks, there's a lot going on here, but the main thing you have to understand is while we're focused on Martha's Vineyard, and that's an important issue. I'm not saying it's not, but while we're focused on that, all this stuff is happening behind the scenes and it doesn't get reported on and people don't talk about it. This is purely anti-white racism, and the Civil Rights Act of 1965 makes it illegal to discriminate in the workplace, right, or in public accommodations for race, which this obviously is, right? Gender, potentially gender too, because she's being called a Karen, right, which is a term associated with women, right, certain types of women, but white women, right, religion or national origin, okay? So this person can't do that. Now, the other thing about this story that's interesting is she's positing something that they tried after the 65 Act was passed. They tried to suggest that you can't be, and again, I want you to understand this, they wanted to be racist against white people. They wanted to. And one thing they said is, well, by definition, you can't be racist against white people because they have the power. Well, the Supreme Court just knocked that down. That is not the law of the land. The law of the land is if they treat you bad at workplace and public accommodation because you're white, that's racism and you can sue over it. Okay, you just can't. She's wrong about that. That's from something she heard from the 60s and 70s. It's not true. But the bigger problem is, folks, I want you to understand, why would they think it's okay to treat people differently based on the race? Why would it be okay to discriminate against white people and by definition favor people of color? But again, we say all the time on the podcast that we do in the mornings around 11, and you can get on Rumble, we don't need agreement. We want clarity. This is clearly what these people believe. All right. And I want you to understand, she's deleted the tweet, but she'll not be fired. She'll not be terminated. There'll be no downside for Calissa Wing at all. And in fact, you mark my words, she'll be promoted. This is the type of person that lacks compunction, that says the quiet part out loud, that gets promoted in the circles of people like Biden. I mean, this is just blatant racism. It shouldn't be allowed, again, but it is what it is. So that's the biggest story of the day. I know a lot of people are talking about the immigration, and there's always a lot of Trump stuff. But to me, this is a much, much bigger story that the Biden administration is just openly racist against white people, and they're not even trying to hide it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like this video, subscribe, tell a friend about it. We do this every day right around this time. We go live on Twitter at 5:30, and as soon as I finish the Twitter, I come here. It's 4 minutes or less, biggest story of the day. Again, if you liked it, if you enjoyed this, like this video, share it, and I hope to see you next time. We do it Monday through Friday, so I'll see you Monday.